I am Elizabeth de la Piedra. I am a photographer and we are in my bathroom in Chicago. I was born in Peru, and then when I was 2 years old, me and my family moved over to Australia where I grew up, and I moved to America about 8 years ago. Art got me into photography. I've always been drawing, and as a little kid that was my hobby and my passion, still is. Slowly came around to the fact that photography was kind of the future for me, and it was a beautiful marriage of creativity and technology. With some scholarship money, I was able to start the documentary where I went from Australia to Peru and caught the images of my cousins. I have 22 female cousins on my father's side, and we're kind of spread all over the world, mainly in Australia and Peru. I wanted to create these images as a way of contributing to society and telling a story about this family and women specifically, as well as give something back to my family. You know, I just love makeup because it's so fun. Like, it's another way to be creative and express yourself. I guess it's a vibe, and for me as well, it's always to do with fashion, since for me, style is like the thing that I'm the most attracted to. I'm thinking about my outfit and my shoes and stuff before I'm kind of thinking about what goes on in my face. But what I love about makeup is like it's the final touch of an outfit. I started my face with Superbalm, just serum to brighten me up, get me a bit glowy and softer under my eyes and around my mouth where I have some discolorations and just kind of different uneven skin tones. I have the Stretch Concealer by Glossier in dark. I put it on my fingertips and just dab it around. If I have like an area around a lipstick or something, I'll use a little concealer brush. I will blend Glossier Skin Tint just on my hand with some Luminous Silk Foundation by Giorgio Armani. Put it all together, and then I just use my fingers again to blend it all in. It's not a lot, it's kind of thin, but I just feel like it kind of gives me an even skin tone vibe. I'm one of those people that likes to set a lot, so I'll put the spray once I've done like foundation and concealer, and that's for going out. Cloud Paint by Glossier in Haze and Dawn. The Dawn especially is super pigmented, so you just need a tiny little bit and then a little bit of the haze as well. I mix it up, it's like a really beautiful little coral, and then I use my fingers to blend it in. I really love them because they don't budge throughout like the whole evening, and this I also use during the day. This is my Pat McGrath Skin Fetish highlighter, which I put along cheekbones, brow bone, and just a little bit here on my nose. It just looks like skin. Yeah, anything that looks like skin, I just see it, like even in photos you can just notice it kind of, but it's still really natural glow. It's kind of light. It also comes with a moisturizing balm, which is nice as well to just make it more like sticky and more closer to skin. I always start off lining my eyes in a brown NYX pencil. I use them around my eyes, and then I'll also line my lips, and without this I just don't feel like myself. I have like almond shaped eyes, so it just kind of opens them up a little bit, and then for my lips it traces the outline of my lips, and for me that just helps making them look a little bit bigger because my skin tends to blend into the same color kind of thing. So it just gives kind of like a nice outline, and you can kind of see how full your mouth is that way. And for me, because I'm a darker skin girl, there's just something about this particular dark brown that works for my eyes and my lips, and anything lighter than a dark brown, you can't see it on my mouth. So Fawn Lid Star by Glossier, just underneath my eyes. I just kind of like smudged it in there. Then I used the Lily, which is this beautiful lavender, which I'm so obsessed with these colors right now. I put a couple of layers on the top, the most amount on my eyes, and then I used the Sephora Lilac Shimmer. This is more opaque, it's more pearlescent, and it's almost got like that kind of bluey, hologrammy little thing in it that makes it magic. So I like to put a little strip over the top, and that kind of just makes it pop a little bit more. But because I'm using a lot of color on my eyes, and it's you know, I use the Benefit if it's a really basic kind of eye, really natural, but this, because I've got so much going on, I just wanted something that looks natural but still gives them a pop, makes them long, thickens them up a little bit, but isn't too heavy and doesn't kind of give the impression that I did so much. And then lippy. So I had already used the brow liner on my lips, and then I just filled them in with Genji Crush because it's such a nice pink wash that I feel like it's youthful and juicy and gives you color without going overboard as well. It's just like a nice natural flush to kind of make everything cohesive. I'll set again with the spray, and then at the end of that I'll do a once over with the powder for the Glossier powder, just specifically my T-zone and anything that I feel like catches weird light when I take photos. So it's kind of like around here, like my jowls, and like here and here, here. So yeah, I love this stuff. So my outfit right now, I'm so obsessed with it. It's Norma Kamali, but it is a direct, like, my reference for it was the Azadina Laya image where Naomi's in like the long leopard and they're all wearing leopards. So I kind of wanted to set off the leopard print, and like, you know, leopard print to me is so fun. It's super classic, but it can be translated in lots of different ways. You have like the Dolce way. So I just wanted to add something a little bit different to your typical red look, or like maybe your darker feline eye, and do something maybe a bit more playful, a bit more youthful, and using some colors that have been really, I've been really attracted to lately, which is like pearlescent lilacs and lavenders and stuff.